Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is September 7th, and it is time for the market overview, looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, XY, TNA, UUP, FXE, GLD, and SLV. Woo! Alright, well, another incredible day. Dow up 275, and we were wondering about if it were to gap above the upper support turned presumably resistance. Well, we didn't get to really test it as resistance since we jumped right on over it and continued up the entire day. And what a strong move. Anyways, certainly the sentiment at the moment, I'm sure out there is woohoo, here we go. And hey, maybe we are. Maybe we are. We had pointed out problems with UUP and FXE last night that would need to correct and would be favorable to the market if they did correct, and we will be looking at those shortly. But beyond this, what did we have? Well, we had a day with no bad news. So rally 300 points, and Beige Book came out. It was okay. It wasn't wonderful or anything, but what do we have to work with tonight? Well, we still have the bearish bar completely unfazed. We have the short-term moving averages. They came up for bar retest, looked like a bar failure, was a bar failure. Big move up today, and what did that buy us? It didn't buy us much of anything. Look at the short-term moving averages. They're essentially going into a flat line, and there's still some distance between them and the bearish bar. But if it's just going to go sideways, what's going to happen is we'll develop a flat line. It will drift into the long-term moving averages, sit there, and try to wear down the bar, and that's fine. Hey, if it wants to go up higher and do another bar retest, that's fine too. Certainly, the likelihood of a complete separation and crossover going into the bar at this point is highly unlikely. The distance involved is not great at all. We'd have to have another massive, a couple 100-point move up, gap up, to get that sort of a configuration in the short-term moving averages, which probably is not going to happen at this moment. But I suppose you never know. Obama could say we're going to print up $10 trillion tomorrow night, and give every business in the world $5 million or something crazy. But we'll see. Anyways, our secondaries. CCI was able to reverse and is pointing back up. Aha! 14-day RSI moving average still moving on up. We said we were looking for the stochastics to head on down, meet up with it. Whether that would be, I would have thought that would have been below it, but we're already having a turn of the fast stochastic, a minor turn in the slow stochastic. So the question is now, okay, we've met up with it with the fast. Is it going to turn around at this moment, join it, and march back up? If it does that, certainly there is the room for a big move. And I was expecting these to go lower before that happened. So we're going to have to see over the next couple of days if that occurs, if we're going to go down farther before that happens, or if it's just going to flip around right now. RSI itself ticking up, a reversal on the MACD histogram ticking up, reversal on the MACD ticking up. Now here's why I don't think that this is as picture perfect as some people probably think, beyond the short-term moving averages. I'm going to go into the 180-minute, second most powerful time frame that I use. CCI clicking up, stochastic, fast stochastic way overbought. Notice the 14-day RSI moving average still ticking down, and the slow stochastic is still ticking up, but these are much closer to flipping over, and that won't be so great. Downtick on the RSI, looking for a bullish cross on the MACD and an uptick on the MACD histogram. Well, you would look at this and say, oh, it's a mixed bag. Mostly the stochastic and the 14-day RSI are the ones that would have some warning signs. Well, we have also a slight divergence in the MACD histogram, and if we go to the 60-minute, we can see that the CCI is very high, ticking down. Both the stochastics are massively high, and probably won't be there for too long before they tick down to go down to meet the 14-day RSI moving average and then go up. Seem to be rounding out on the MACD histogram, although the MACD itself is still ticking up. And do we have any divergence? We have a very minor one in the histogram. Going to the 30-minute, CCI very high, stochastics very high. Aha! 14-day RSI moving average very high. Notice the RSI itself massively high, and the histogram is sloping down while the price is going up. 30-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame. CCI very high. Stochastics all high except for the fast, which is doing a little squiggly line in and outside of overbought area. 14-day RSI moving average massively high, along with the RSI being very high, the histogram ticking lower, and the MACD getting bearish cross. 15-minute time frame. Notice the histogram sloping down, prices going up. That's why I think there is some trouble in the near future, and I'm hoping that it continues to go up, because I would love every chart, every time frame to look something similar to this, with everything being high and everything ready to roll over, because that way when the fastest time period finally does, it starts a domino cascade effect. And certainly we have this all the way from the 15-minute to the 60-minute, which is dangerous, and we are not far away from that in the 180. So even though the daily, we still have this stochastic, which could, flip around, join the 14-day RSI moving average or whatever, and go up. The potential is there for that. The potential for getting a cascade in the other time frames is also there. So if you were to get a cascade, let's see, this goes up, it lines up the 180 just right, then we get our cascade maybe Friday or something. What's that going to do to all of these? Well, if we get a good move down, it's going to flip them. So anyways, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not going to front run it. I'm waiting for it to happen, waiting for it to start, and waiting for it to get an alignment. And anyway, that's my game plan at the moment. But very nice movement today for the bulls. Kudos, but I am not impressed, and neither are the short-term moving averages. SPX, more of the same, is closer to the bar. The likelihood of getting a complete crossover and separation is, I guess it's about the same. It looks like it has a little bit less room to do so, so its chances of actually beating the bar, going through it, and all that jazz are diminished. That is, for the short-term moving averages to get through the bar, that is. We could have another big candle and look like it's doing some damage to the bar, but until the short-term moving averages get inside of it, I'm not overly concerned. All the time frames are going to be identical to the Dow, or at least really similar, so looking for the same type of setup. And yeah, you can connect the tops and the bottoms, and it creates this channel. Is it a bear flag? Or yeah, it could go up here to 1245 if it really wants to, if Obama has great news, and at that point it'll be interesting to see what it does. I would think that if it were to do that, we would have that alignment of the time periods, so I'll be watching that. The VIX, alright, big down day on the VIX, had a nice gap, got below the lower price consensus level, warning sign. Beyond that, we still have the bullish bar in full effect, And look at the short-term moving averages. They're just coming together in a little flatline looking thing, and if it wants to sit on top of the bar, that's fine. Try to whittle away at it. But, you know, for this big move, we're not going into the bar yet at all. And how much energy was expended today running almost 300 points? That is my thinking. CCI ticking down, 14-day RSI moving average clicking down, both stochastics clicking up, RSI clicking down, MACD clicking down, histogram clicking down. And do we have any kind of divergence? I don't think that we will yet. No. And actually, I guess you could say that we have a slight negative divergence, but since it went down, that is fixing itself. Do we have any positive divergence on the RSI? We do. It's slight. On the histogram, we do not. It's too early for the VIX. XOY, nice big move today, echoing the Dow and the SPX. Still waiting to see what, if any, reaction we will have with the bearish bar. TNA, finally, TNA gets a decent move, has a small gap up, goes up to 45. We're still below the upper price consensus level. We're still a good chunk away from the previous high. CCI ticking up. The 14-day RSI moving average was met by the fast stochastic and the slow stochastic are both trying to level out. Actually, we did get a level out with the fast stochastic. Uptick on the RSI, uptick on the histogram, uptick on the MACD. Nice little reversal. And but just like the Dow and SPX, we are waiting to see if we can get some sort of a bullish alignment in the faster time frames. There's the 180, 14-day RSI moving average ticking down. Very similar to the Dow and SPX, stochastics high, 30-minute stochastics high, RSI moving average high, 15-minute everything high. What does a 5-minute look like? Yeah, everything high. 5 minutes a little too fast for my taste, but anyways, that's what I'm looking for. I figure another day, maybe two, and then we'll see what we have. UUP, last night we said it was way outside the upper Bollinger Band. We had a spinning top, and it was just a insanely crazy move with a huge giant gap. Well, today we had a nice move down, helping to power the markets. Got back inside the upper Bollinger Band line, which we were expecting. We do not have a downtick in the short-term moving averages yet. Certainly CCI high, ticking down, stochastics both high, ticking down. 14-day RSI moving average still marching up, along with downtick on the RSI, and amazingly enough, uptick on the histogram and the MACD still. That level of ascent is just amazing. So we have no downtick yet. Perhaps we'll get one tomorrow. Way too early. And if we do, that downtick presumably will give us a target right into the bar, which would be a proper bar retest once you break through it. So it'll be very, very curious to see if we get a bar retest right now, if we are able to bounce off of it, which will be poor for the market should that happen, which presumably would be powered by Euro news, which we know is forthcoming. FXE, same thing. Outside the lower Bollinger Band yesterday, big gap, ugly. Got back inside of it today. We do not have an uptick as of yet. Stochastics rolling over, looking like they want to go up. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, CCI ticking up, RSI ticking up. MACD and histogram ticking down. Mixed bag, but until we get this uptick, which really could be tomorrow, I'm not overly concerned. Actually, I wouldn't really be concerned until it got an uptick, went up for the test, and broke through the flatline bar, but that is what it is. Moving right along, GLD, our second VIX, big move down today. A spinning top, got through the upper price consensus level, far away from the major price consensus level. Short-term moving averages have not been damaged very much, even with today's nasty move. And middle Bollinger Band line right in the middle of the short-term moving averages. CCI ticking down, stochastics ticking down along with the 14-day RSI moving average. Downtick on the RSI, downtick on the MACD, downtick on the histogram. Now the biggest concern for me about gold is the 14-day RSI moving average moving in concert with the stochastics. So those are a bit worrisome. And so the interesting part is, if this does continue to go down, which it should, what is going to happen at the major price consensus level, and which will coincide with the bar. Are we going to have a bounce off of the bar? And certainly if gold is going down, then, well, then the dollar should be going up, really. So, anyways, we will see. SLV gapped down but had a largely positive day, bouncing right off of the bar. Precious metal, downtick on the CCI, downtick on the fast stochastic, side tick on the slow stochastic, uptick on the 14-day RSI moving average, downtick on the RSI, downtick on the histogram and the MACD. Not bad. I mean, certainly the short-term moving averages do not look poor at the moment. Tomorrow Obama speaks, tomorrow night that is, and I'd be very curious to see what the market thinks of what he has to say. And so NDE tomorrow night, and run up to his speech tomorrow during the day. It's going to be interesting, going to be a lot of fun. Well, fun if we have another nice big range. And I am hoping we go up tomorrow and get further alignment in the shorter term time periods. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.